start with the speculative fantasy genre. The first one I have is One for My Enemy by Olivia Blake. This is the very gorgeous Illuminate edition. One for more books, so I should look into those as well. For this one, a family gathers to receive their matriarch's inheritance, only to uncover the magic and curse entwined with their bloodline. the epitome of cozy witch fantasy. A lonely witch finds belonging when she is hired to teach magic to 3 mischievous children and falls for their grumpy caretaker. Sorry guys, I fell on my phone, but somebody was calling, so hopefully the angle hasn't changed too drastically. I just set the phone up again, but yeah. Okay, moving on. I think we are on to the next category now, which is the historical slash folkloric witch books. So, got The Once and Future Witches by Alex E. this one. I couldn't find my copy of it somewhere in this house, but it is Heartless Hunter, or The Crimson Moth if you're in the UK, by Kristen Ciccarelli. And this has a witch hunter that falls for a witch who's meant to destroy the world where magic is outlawed. And then in a similar vein, but I couldn't not include it, is this book, Serpent and Dove by Shelby Mahurin. Y'all, this is the OG Witch and Witch Hunter book. Serpent Serpent and Dove. In this one, we've got a witch and a witch hunter forced into a marriage, bound up by marriage. A witch and a witch hunter forced into marriage. Amidst the war between witches and the church. Okay, and the last book for this video and for this category is the third book in a series. This one, I guess, requires a little bit of explanation. It's Air of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. Heirofire. Obviously this, or maybe not obviously if you don't know, this is the third book in the Throne of Glass series, which you do have to read in order. But the reason I chose this is because a character that becomes very important for the rest of the series, who is a witch, first appears in this book. So I do recommend the series as a whole. Sarah J. Maas isn't